sorry. That's me. My phone has to ring right now.
It's okay.
I don't know who this is.
That's your life. Go.
Hello. Oh, hi, Matt. How are you? I'm just in the middle of an interview. Can I call you back on your cell phone? Yeah, of course. Okay. Okay. Thank you, mate. Bye. Sorry, that was the immigration lawyer. We were going to get killed for anything. I lived on what I call Italian death row.
So the show, LDV, you're back in town in Montreal. Montreal loves you. You come here often, right?
You know what? No one's ever said that until today. I had a few people say that, and it's so nice. It's so nice to think that, you travel right all the way on the other side of the world, and Montreal is seriously, one of my favourites. You can't have a favourite city because there's so many beautiful cities. New York's fantastic, London's fantastic. We have a great time in Toronto, but Montreal is special to me, and I'm here because so many people want. We met people today never seen the show, haven't seen the show since 2002 or 2005. So I'm in North America for personal reasons, and I thought, we're on a tour as well of America. I thought, come up Montreal, do a couple of shows just for the fans who haven't had a chance to see the show.
And we're no good at technology too. We bought my grandfather everything new, brand new car, brand new phone. Every time I get a missed call, I'm never here.
My parents are Italian, and my mum wasn't a disciplinarian. My father was, but my mum would use mental torture. So she wouldn't hit us. She'd use mental torture. She'd say, "No, keep going. No, keep going to see what happens. Because when your father get home, he's gonna kill you." And I'm not going to stop him, right? And and all day, you're going to die. As soon as 5:30 comes, your father steps one foot in that door, and your mum's going to go, "There's your son. It's a bad boy. Go kill him now. It's not my son. It's your son." So I grew up like that.
We invented timeout. I remember my old man smacked me so hard I was knocked out on the floor. But we called it blackout.
And were you petrified of your father? We had friends down the street. We'd go to his house after school, and he'd be like, "Pa's coming home, get the hell out of here."
Let me tell you, I grew up in the 80s, right? Yeah. So, and there was I grew up with George Michael, Duran Duran, and they had earrings. Simon Le Bon had earrings. George Michael had earrings. I wanted an earring. I said, "Pa, I want to have an earring." He goes, "All right, nice." Boom! And I slapped to the head. He goes, "Now your earring for a long time."
You were a fan of George Michael? You
Love George Michael, yeah. George Michael was the reason why I got into this business. Obviously not because of music, but I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be George Michael. And I never had the voice for it. So I found another avenue, which was comedy. So, I ended up being, famous through comedy rather than music. But, but his music, as they say, was the soundtrack to my upbringing, to my life.
Okay.
And some of his songs now mean something very different to me now than they did when I was 15 or 16.
Interesting.
Even though it's the same song. Hi, Nonna, how are you?
You must be such a fan of YouTube because your stuff's all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's so relatable, too.
And YouTube has created us a whole bunch of new fans because now there's... You come into the show and you see 8-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds, because, of course, my show's clean, completely clean. And you go, how do you know about this? And the kids know about it from YouTube. Their parents, sometimes they leave their kids with their grandparents, and they say, "Well, Mum and Dad, where are you going?" They say, "We're going to see a comedian, Joe AVATI." "Well, I love him too. Why can't I come?" And they don't know that the kids are onto it, and it's because of YouTube that I have a whole lot of new fans.
That's amazing. And you don't have to be full Italian to understand your shows, right?
These days I perform more in English, and if I do a few gags in Italian, I explain them.
And we bring gifts, right? Like panettone, which is a muffin, but a big one.
Let's bring in Guido Grasso. He's opening up for you.
Absolutely.
Very well-known comedian here in Montreal. Also, he's an actor. He has a restaurant, Supporti Napoli in Huntsic on Dudemain, right? On Dudemain. Okay, go ahead, plug your restaurant. Plug away. And stop breaking things.
I make a lovely pizza. You guys come by anytime. I'll be there. If I'm not there, it's probably because I'm doing something with Joe.
Yeah, and your mother's actually in the
mother's
kitchen.
there, yeah, screaming at me.
So that's how you know it's good.
She is. I've seen it. I've seen it. The first time that I went to Guido's house, he opened the garage and we went through and I went into the house.
Of course, you go in by the garage. When you don't go to the front door upstairs. You go by the basement.
Absolutely.
And his mum started yelling at him. I can't believe you brought Joe AVATI to the house and he had to walk through the garage. I said, okay, let me just go out and let's start again and we'll go through the front door.
First 10 seconds meeting him, she said that.
Amazing. So go ahead, tell us where we can get tickets for the show June 20th.
Okay, well, Center Leonardo da Vinci. Call him up, 514-955. Wow, I wish I remembered the rest of that number.
8470, I think.
Is that it?
There you go.
955.
We've done 70 shows there, we should know.
Yeah. Come and see us June 20th, 6 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. 2 shows in one day. I'll be warming up the crowd, talk about my life, my Napolitan upbringing, and it'd be great. We have good laughs. It's always a good time when Joe's around.
Two of the funniest guys I've ever met in comedy. Back in Montreal, June 20th. Don't miss it. LDV. Thank you so much. Guido Grasso, Joe AVATI. Appreciate it, guys.
Man.
Seriously.
Thank you very much for
Thank you
having
so
us,
much.
mate. You're a
You guys are a
gentleman.
pleasure.